What happened in this game that reflects their progress?
I'd say the third quarter probably reflected that. We were able to see where we made mistakes in the first half, adjust and be better. But, the third quarter was really our separation factor.
Go jump to Zoom. Michael Bopel, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, I was wondering if I could ask you two things.
Michael, where have you been? You ain't been on no Zooms. Where you been?
I'm on Zoom. Sometimes you just don't know I'm here.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to ask about this team's ability now to go to another gear, which it didn't seem at the beginning of the year you were quite able to do that at times. And then if you could also just talk about now you have a week between games. What do you do with that time at this point in the season?
We're going to rest. I know I'm giving them 2 days this is our 8th game in 15 days. I was very concerned with our legs coming into this game and just our energy level. Is really a gut check. And when you talk about gears and that ability to kick it up an extra notch, we've really been able to do that on the defensive end, and it's winning us games. But the buy-in factor, the playing with each other, there's a couple of huge plays that down the stretch, Jewel probably could have shot a 3. Instead, she used a little more clock, drives, kicks to Chels. Just really one of our quality team wins tonight. And not only that, just the circumstances coming into it, really impressive gut check, resiliency, toughness, that we were able to get this one tonight.
Thank you.
Callie, go ahead.
First, I wanted to ask you about Jackie Young. I think this is her second triple-double this season. And I know we talk a lot about Asia and what she brings to the team, but how do you kind of contextualize the season that Jackie's having and how it should, be processed by the rest of us?
I mean, Jack and Chels, and I just think you're seeing Jack in a lot more ball handling situations. That was Plum a lot of times last year with the ball and pick and rolls, and Jackie's kind of assumed a lot of those ball handling just opportunities. It's not just Chelsea, but she takes very good care of the ball. Just super solid in her decision making all the time. You can just trust her with the ball in big time moments. She's gonna make the right decision. She's gonna get to the right spot. She's gonna get the ball to the right people at the right time. So her and Chelsea playing at an elite level, and I thought Jewel was spectacular too off the bench. Not everybody, just really happy with the overall team win. But Jackie, last time we played them, she had a sneaky, really great game too, and I didn't quite notice it as much because it wasn't the gaudy numbers, but defensively and her decision making, she really is a separation factor for us. When she's good, man, we're really tough to beat.
Thank you. And then also, so this ties the franchise record, the 12 straight wins, which the other time that was done was the 2012 San Antonio Stars, and you were a part of that team. And I'm just wondering if you even remember that and what that was like.
I don't remember it. So I can't tell you what it was like. I don't remember at all.
I mean, I
thought
guess
you were going to say 2008.
2008,
we had a really good team. 2012.
12 straight victories. That's what the game notes say. You guys, that's the second longest win streak in the
job,
in
San
league
Antonio
history.
Stars. Good job. This team is etching out their presence. They're making their presence felt.
Andrew?
Thanks as always, Caroline. Coach, just want to ask you about that play with you had Jewel against Atlanta zone, passed that to Chelsea, and she knocked down that 3 of the many great highlights in this 12-game winning streak. Was that the one that now stands out the most of this is the team basketball that get us to the place that we need to do? And have the successful formula on that play there?
Well, I mean, she had the one that she hit with B. Jones. You know, I went small because I thought maybe they'd have to put B. Jones. They just would not put B. Jones on Asia. They kept Naz Hillman. They obviously liked that matchup the best. I was trying to get them to switch it to where, you know, they'd have to put B. Jones on her, but they just stuck with it. They put B. Jones on a small, which, you know, that's tough for any big. But yeah, the jewel kick out three to Chelsea, but also the jewel catch and shoot three over B. Jones in the corner was a huge play. Those bigs just, and it's not just, it's all bigs. They kind of just naturally gravitate towards the paint. You stick a shooter out there, all of a sudden they're having to close out on small, explosive, capable guards, and it's really tough. You know, just went with a little bit more shooting down the stretch though, and like I said, Jewel hit some big ones, also big assists. Just really good team win. So each individual made big plays at some point. You could go down the line. Okay, that was a big one. That was a big one. So that's what championship caliber basketball is about, is making big plays down the stretch.
Thanks, congrats.
Nikias?
Hi, Coach. Just a quick one from me. How would you evaluate the defense from tonight?
I did not like our first half defense at all. Even though we held them to just 19 in the first quarter, that's, you know, we always want to have the goal of, you know, keeping people in the teens. However, I thought our adjustments at halftime, we did a much better job in the paint. They had 30 in the paint, and we cut that in half. They only had 16 in the second half. So, you know, those little adjustments that they were able to go out there and execute real time gives me a lot of confidence in what we're doing. And obviously, we went on a little tear there in that third quarter and was able to get separation. The fourth quarter, Nikias, I'm gonna throw that one out. The defense to this is the fourth quarter in a long stretch of games for us in a short amount of time. So at the end of the day, you know, they scored 33 points in the second half. I can live with that. If we can hold people to 33 and 33, that would be great.
Got you. Actually, a quick follow-up. As this win streak has continued to extend, it has been a lot of clutch games for you. Like, how do you kind of balance your ability to execute late versus a game like this where you had a double-digit lead? You had to kind of slam the door late.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're just trying to put combinations out there that you think will work. You know, last time we played them, I had KB out there a lot, put Asia on BG, just for different matchups wise. It's just kind of how the game is going defensively, and then offensively, you know, we just want to make sure we got the right people in the right spots, making the right decisions, and we're closing games, you know, and a lot of the games we're closing defensively. Last time we played this team, they went up 10 on us in the fourth quarter, and I think we got 9 straight stops to crawl back into that game. So just a lot of gritty work on the defensive end, and then just constantly looking to make the right play offensively.
Got you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Becky. Questions in the room?
This is so
Yep.
unprofessional.
Okay, we'll go to Callie and then Michael.
Um, for either of you, I just had a question about Jackie. This was her second triple double this season, and we've heard her kind of talk about like how important Asia's season is and how it shouldn't be underappreciated. But I'm just wondering if you guys can contextualize the season that she's having, because you don't really hear a lot of people talk about what she's doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's Jack. Like, Jack is someone that has always rose to the occasion. She's someone that we always can count on, just consistent, just greatness. And I said this before, I'm just loving the way that she's just flowing into herself and growing and blossoming into this great two-way player. So it doesn't come by any surprise when she has a triple-double, because we see the countless hours that she puts in, and she's a perfectionist. So she wants everything to be perfect, and that's not life. But no, Jack always kind of takes on every challenge head on, and I'm so appreciative to be her. And I'm sure I can speak for Joe as well. Like, we're appreciative to be her teammate and just watch her grow, and even have a little voice here and there. Like, she tells us what she sees. She talks. And so it's a beautiful thing to watch it unfold. So we're grateful to be her teammates, but also I'm grateful that we can celebrate her every single game.
Thank you. And then this is just for both of you. You guys are in like perfect position at this point in the season. You've overtaken sole possession of the number 2 seed, and now you get to take a little bit of a break. How do you, I guess, take advantage of that time off? I think you guys don't play again until, what is it, like next Thursday, something like that. So you have a little bit of time. How do you take advantage of it?
Rest, hydrate, rest, get back, sleep in your own bed, find your peace. I think that's something that this team really does really well, is we understand who we are, what we need to kind of recover. The group chat will still be active. We'll still be thinking about basketball as well, but sometimes it's good to get away after these back-to-back games and be playing travel play. It's nice to kind of just be still for a bit.
Thank you.
All right, Michael.
I can't see.
Yeah, Asia, if I could ask you a question, a team question first, and then I'll ask you an individual one. And I know you've talked a lot about what's worked well on this streak, but specifically, how is this team able to respond so well defensively? And Becky said, obviously, the fourth quarter maybe wasn't the greatest, but overall, this was a really, really good defensive game again. Can you just talk about what's flipped that switch for you guys?
Honestly, I feel like for us is like in the beginning of the season, getting torched. That really can you touch that stove and you know it's hot. And I think we've learned our lesson, and we've been in so many different situations throughout this season that we now know how to punch back. We know how to weather storms, and that's probably something that we didn't really see or have in the beginning of the season. But once you get torched a couple of times, and once you get that feeling of like being down and having to grind out wins, like that's what playoffs is all about. That's what postseason is all about. So I think we've learned our lesson from the beginning of the season, and now we're like, well, we don't want to go back there. Even when we play against great teams and how they can have a great first quarter or a great third quarter, like how to weather storms and be resilient in the moment and make adjustments. So I think we're doing pretty well of doing like in-game adjustments.
And then individually, I believe this is your 11th 30-point game this season. And also, I think you have the most 30-point games in a season, somebody shooting 60% or above. I wonder if you could talk about that part of it, the efficiency that you've shown while hitting that 30 and over.
My teammates get me to my spots, and I hope that I can make them. That's pretty much it. I try to work hard on realistic in-game situations. Like, I'm not going to be here trying to shoot the 3 ball. That's Jules' job. Like,
What are you talking about? You hit 9.
I know. Don't call me Curry. But
Shooter.
I try to make my workouts and my practice very game-like, so it's familiar. And when I'm familiar and I can get be a little comfortable and sometimes uncomfortable, I can figure out how to get to my spots and how to make and be productive for my team. So I think that just comes from just understanding who I am and where I want to go, and also making sure that my teammates can see that as well. And we work through that and we work together, and it just comes up as 30-point games. But I'm blessed to be in this situation that I can just count on my teammates, but they can count on me as well.
Thank you.
Nikias.
I had a question for each, if that's okay. Asia, quickly for you, just how are you feeling?
Good, man. It's like what Kobe say, rest at the end, not the middle. That's what we're gonna keep going with.
Fair enough. And Jewel, for you, I asked Becky about this pregame, but some of the best offensive possessions throughout this win streak have come with you being a screener of some sort, either off ball for Asia or bat screener in Spain, whatever the case may be. This isn't a new skill for you, but I was just wondering, like, was there a coach or anyone that kind of ingrained that skill in you early on?
I've always loved screening. I was always taught to do that. And it makes it really easy screen for her. Like, I love, like, in that position to do that. I headhunt. It's just part of the game of basketball. Like, you know, you get someone open, get her an easy look. It just makes sense. So, yeah, it's something that I was taught ever since I played the game of basketball. Is you know, screen, pass ball, catch the ball, and try to make your layups. You know, you do that, you're in a pretty good position. So, right. I made layups today, didn't I?
You did.
I know.
It was
My first shot was a layup.
Chelsea and Jackie stunk it.
I don't know what happened, but I'll take it. But yeah, so it makes it fun, and that's how our offense moves. So you got to be able to get people open, and like I said, for her, I'd do anything for her.
Got you. Thank you.
Andrew, go ahead.
Thanks, Caroline, as always, for Asia. Curry Wilson. That's this Curry in right there.
Period.
With you having another best player in the game performance tonight, a lot of people were definitely not pleased with the NBA 2K rating for you at just being a 98. So, and a lot of fans definitely voiced against that rating being only 98. So, does Ronnie 2K owe you a reevaluation again for that rating?
No, I think I'm all right. You know what, Ronnie, you got it right. We're gonna be good. As long as in life I can play like a 100 in game, it's gonna be all right. But hey, I don't really play the video game. I'm not the best at it, but you know, my ranking could be a 16 and I still would love it. So it's all good.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good rest.
Callie, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to ask about what Jewel mentioned with Asia as a three-point shooter, because Asia did hit those back-to-back threes in the third quarter, and then Jewel also hit back-to-back buckets at the end of the third. And I'm just wondering what kind of energy trade-off that feels like. Like, how does that feel on the court when both of you are hitting shots?
I mean, it's momentum. It's momentum. It gets our team involved. It gets our bench involved. It gets our coaches involved. Like, it kind of wakes you up. And I mean, I'm the type of player where I sometimes miss rebounds because I had that much confidence in my teammates that they're going to make shots. So I feel like it's just a confidence booster. It's a momentum shifter. And we're going to try to make sure that it's always in our favor, no matter what. Like, no, we work so hard in these situations that we're going to count on each other and know that they're going to go in, and that's what we're going to go with. So I think it's just a momentum booster.
Thank you.
And sorry, we only have time for one more. So Jordan, go ahead. Sorry, Cassie.
Hey, ladies, congrats on the win. Just two quick ones. So for Asia, going back to hitting those back-to-back threes in the third quarter, just talk about what changed in that third quarter because you held Atlanta to 6 points that entire quarter. Just talk about what was the message coming out of halftime.
What was the message coming going out of halftime? Play better defense. I think we got. I mean, they have a great team. They got a great big. I think Bree Jones got off to a great start, and we just had to limit those easy baskets. I mean, in the W and in the players that we play against, easy buckets are heartbreakers because they're so good at what they do. And if you can make it just difficult a little bit, you can kind of win and kind of go from there. But I think for us going into the third was just win the third. Our third quarters have not been good to us. We have not been good. So I think we just knew that we had to start on the defensive end, and everything else would take care of itself.
And then just a quick follow-up, and anybody can answer this. I know you guys are taking it game by game and still thinking you guys can be better on both ends of the floor, but do you guys feel like you're getting closer to playing a complete game?
Yeah, but we'll go back to film and digest the game, and we have not played a perfect game. We're never going to play the perfect game, but just I think the resilientness is something that we are very proud of right now, but we know it's going to take a lot more, and we're going to have to tweak some things in order for us to kind of play the full, complete game against just these teams in the league. So we're getting there, but I won't say we're there.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.